534 महाप्रभु
Today we will be covering Navadvip Dham, a heritage town, a temple town, a town with full of history, where your morning will start with congregational kirtan, Hare Krishna, where you will enjoy the historic vibes, authentic food, especially Mishti Doi and many more. And obviously, last but not the least, you will feel the hue of the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Let me tell you at the beginning, this is the part 1 block with Navadvip and the part 2 will be in Mayapur. There are lot many temples, mosques there in Navadvip, so people sometimes get confused and sometimes miss the important places. বংভবঘুরে রয়েছি নবদ্বীপে, শুধু আমরাই ঘুরছি না, ঘুরছো তোমরাও। Navadvip is hometown of Mayuri, and along with Mayuri, we got our friend cum sister Shruti, who will be guiding us to travel their place Navadvip. শুধু মন্দির ঘোরাই না, সেই সাথে মন্দিরের হিস্ট্রি রিলেট আর কোথায় ভালো থাকা যাবে, নবদ্বীপের পুরনো অথেন্টিক খাবারের দোকানের সন্ধান সবটাই থাকবে আজকের ভিডিওতে। সো আই এম শিওর ইট ইজ গোয়িং টু বি আ ভেরি অথেন্টিক অ্যান্ড ইউজফুল ব্লগ ফর অল অফ ইউ। সো কিপ ওয়াচিং টিল এন্ড। From Kolkata, it takes around 3 hours to reach Navadvip. There is plenty of buses option as well as train. It is 12 October. We took a toto from my in-laws house, that is Poramatala. The road in the Navadvip is very narrow and congested, so toto is the best option for sightseeing. We started exploring Navadvip with the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The supreme personality of Godhead had mercifully appeared here around 500 years ago. Although there is a debate with a similar place in Mayapur, but the ambience here may feel you the real story. The neem tree under which little Nimai had appeared from the womb of Mother Sachi on the full moon night of Falguna around 1486 AD. The ambience here will tell you নবদ্বীপ মধ্যে মায়াপুরা যে স্থান, যথা জন্মিলেন গৌরচন্দ্র ভগবান। History tells that this is the house of Sri Jagannath Mishra, who is having 2 sons, Vishwarup and second son Nimai. Presently, this holy place is called Mahaprabhu Janmasthan and the area Prachin Mayapur Navadvip. If you wish to have prasadam, then you must get a ticket by 8:30 and it is distributed around 12:30 onwards. Not only here, there are several places in Navadvip Dham where you can have prasadam. Gradually, I will share all the details with you. This is 60 feet tall statue of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and it is just beside the Mahaprabhu Janmasthan which we visited just now. It is called Narahari Dham. The unique landmark of the architectural art is the Sri Sri Samajbari Ashram and Temple. Vaishnav Sadhak Radharaman Charan Das, better known as Dada Mashai, is behind this main temple. The ancient temple is more than 500 years old, but it was renovated in the year of 2005. It is one of the most beautiful temples of Navadvip. This temple and shrine is very new for travel lovers. Travel to this Navadvip and Mayapur is incomplete without traveling to this temple. The environment is very clean and beautiful. The amalgamation of Sri Krishna and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is spectacular here. This Somajbari temple area is very famous for puja related matters and things. So this could be the right place to get puja related items in good price and quality. You will definitely get authentic experience here. সমাজবাড়ির সাথে লাগোয়া শ্রী শ্রী জগাই মাধাই উদ্ধার মন্দির। সময় থাকলে ঘুরে নেওয়াই যেতে পারে এই মন্দিরটিও। Sonar Gaurango Mandir is very famous temple in Navadvip. Right now we are at Sonar Gaurango Mandir. Located next to the Srivasangan and opposite to the Sri Somajbari Ashram, this temple is very well known for its golden shrine of the reformer and saint Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. At the entrance of the temple, they took 10 rupees each as a darshan fees. This kind of old construction will make you believe in the rich history of Navadvip. Pratap Chandra Goswami was a great follower of Sri Chaitanya. It is said that Pratap Chandra Goswami, a follower of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, constructed this temple.
পাশে রাধা কৃষ্ণ, এক নাম হচ্ছে শ্যাম সুন্দর, আর ইনি প্রতিষ্ঠাতা প্রভুপাদ প্রতাপ চন্দ্র গোস্বামী নিত্যানন্দ প্রভুর বংশধর। ইনি এই সোনার গৌরাঙ্গ প্রতিষ্ঠাতা।
And this is Sonar Gaurango, the golden shrine of Mahaprabhu Sri Chaitanya. Now we are at Srivasangan, which is near to Somajbari. This is the house of Srivas Pandit. Srivas Thakur had previously lived in Srihatta, but because he wanted the association of devotees, he went to live on the bank of river Ganga in Navadvip. Here, the surroundings will tell you about the place where Lord Sri Chaitanya used to come and eternally perform ecstatic pastimes. The name came from Srivas Thakur. Srivas Thakur was a close associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and a member of Panchatattva. This place is having an interesting story. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was busy in Kirtan at Srivasangan with his associates. While everyone was busy in Kirtan, Pandit Srivas' young son passed away. Srivas Pandit realized the situation and controlled his own grief and tried to console the women of the house. He explained them all. However, the boy passed away while listening the Lord's holy name. He must have achieved the supreme benediction of going back to the spiritual world. Hence, none should cry, keeping in mind the good fortune of his son. This Srivasangan is also a place from which Krishna consciousness movement around 500 years ago was started.
চরণ ছাড়া করো না আমায়, কোটি কোটি পিতা মাতা পেয়েছি, তাই চরণে রাখলে। নিতাই দুই ভাই ছেলে হলেন। নিতাইকে বিয়ে দিলেন কালনায়ক সূর্যদাস পণ্ডিতের দুই কন্যা, বসুধা জাহ্নবী। 534 মহাপ্রভুর আমলে আসমা।
Our next visit was Manipuri Rajbari. It was an amazing experience to be present in Onu Mahaprabhu temple at Manipur Rajbari located in Navadvip. Here you will see Manipuri peoples roaming around. You will feel the rich and strong link of the culture between Manipur and Navadvip as well as West Bengal. History tells Sri Onu Mahaprabhu of Lord Gaurango Mahaprabhu in Manipuri style have been installed in the year of 1798 at Teghori Mauja of Navadvip by Rajarshi Bhagyo Chandra Singh Maharaja. This place is also called Old Manipur Rajbari. Rajarshi Bhagyo Chandra, also known as King Joy Singh. The Lord Gaurango Mahaprabhu was made in Manipur in the year of 1794 as per divine command of Lord Sri Govindaji, which is received in dream by a princess Bimbavati. The name of the idol have been given Onu Mahaprabhu, that is The image built by command, that is Onumati of Lord Sri Sri Govindaji, so name of the deity of Lord Sri Gaurango has renamed as Onu Mahaprabhu in Manipuri style. Now we are at Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Mandir, also called as Keshavji Temple. The temple is having large area with buildings and greeneries. You will find the people here chanting mantras. You will feel calmness everywhere. India is one of the few countries where people are religious. This mosque located at Koledanga Road, which is one of such places where people frequently visit to worship. This historical temple has many deities inside it. Rituals and spiritual slogans are the regular activities of this place. In the second floor, there is a museum where the statues depicting the stories of Mahaprabhu. Because of this museum, sometimes this temple is called as museum. If you know the stories, you will easily relate the mythology depicted here. It is very nice and quiet place of devotion. The museum in the building has some statues of Mahaprabhu, Lord Krishna, Lord Rama. The sculptures of all great Vaishnava Gurus are so spectacular and so lively that you may stop your breath for a moment. You must visit the mosque and make it an excellent event of one's excursions. In the ground floor, there is Samadhi Mandir, where Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Swami's Samadhi is worshipped. Now we are at Keshavji Gaudiya Math. This is International Gaudiya Vedanta Trust set up by Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami, who is well known for spreading Krishna consciousness all over the world. This Keshavji Gaudiya Math here in Navadvip Dham is so wonderful. The temple is located mid of the pond, making a beautiful view. Fishes, white duck and the deers will mesmerize you. This temple is also known as Jal Mandir. Now we are heading towards Rani Rashmoni's Kachari house. Navadvip is a place where history is everywhere than man-made stories. Navadvip also carries the story of Rani Rashmoni. Around 1852, Rani purchased the Jamidari from Jamidari Madhusudhan Channal. After purchasing the Jamidari, the Rani Rashmoni established Kachari Bari in Navadvip to take care of it. One of the busiest Ganga Ghats in Navadvip, which is known as Rani's Ghat, is the ghat where she used to take bath in Navadvip, and that is the reason people call it Rani's Ghat. This Kachari house still survives on Gokulananda Ghat Road in Navadvip town. Work continued there till 80s. The last active man in the Kachari families was Brindavan Goswami. After her death, Rani Rashmoni's house was closed. Here inside the house there is a temple of Radha Govinda Jiu and Gauranga Jiu. This house is situated on the bank of Chharaganga. Chharaganga is basically a river body which got isolated from main Ganga stream. The stairway ghats run down through the Kachari house along the bank of the Ganga. It is said that Rani Rashmoni or her son-in-law Mathuranath used to come to Kachari's house by boat from the Ganga. Now it is 4:30 in my watch and we reached at Mahaprabhu Bari. The temple is very close to various other temples like Nitai Bari, Govinda Bari. The deity of Lord Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu at Sri Dhameshwar Mahaprabhu temple is very special. This beautiful Nim deity of Gauranga Mahaprabhu is the original deity that Srimati Vishnupriya, wife of Lord Gauranga, worshipped for 80 years after Lord Chaitanya took sannyas. Srimati Vishnupriya was 16 years old when Gauranga Mahaprabhu left and she worshipped this deity as her husband until she passed away at the age of 96. The deity's hand reached forward with unpraised palm, a pose indicating I am yours. The deity is called as Sri Dhameshwar Mahaprabhu. There are also wooden shoes which are owned by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He gave them to Srimati Vishnupriya, which she worshipped until she passed away. Especially visiting this place, the authenticity of the story of Mahaprabhu became clear to me. Although there is a debate between Mayapur and Navadvip, but honestly saying, I am little tilled with Navadvip. If you can connect the history with places here in Navadvip, I am sure you will also feel the authenticity of this heritage place, Navadvip. The surrounding area of Mahaprabhu Bari is the perfect place to do shopping or to buy some souvenir, but yes, you have to negotiate the rate. Now we are at Poramatala and it is the heart of Navadvip. You can say esplanade of Navadvip. Throughout the year, people visit this temple. The temple square is surrounded with small variety shops of different kinds. Poramatala mother, whose face is burned. Actually, it is the deity of goddess Kali. Once upon a time, the deity was burnt in the thunder shower. Since then, it is called Porama. Navadvip is a place where you will find Shakto and Vaishnav both praying in their own way. Just beside the temple, Ma Kali is worshipped in this mandir and also known as Ma Bhavatanini. The meaning is Mother saving the world or existence.
जय हो शंकरा भोलेनाथ शंकरा आदिदेव शंकरा.
Another side of the Poramatala temple, there is a temple of Kileshwar Shiv. The structure and the ambience will feel you the old heritage of these temples. Let us come to the accommodation. Navadvip is also equipped with good hotels. In my knowledge, Loknath Tower is the best but budget-friendly hotel inside Navadvip, and also located in a prominent place within Navadvip, that is Radha Bazar. The three different categories of rooms are available here with price starting from 900 up to 1500, which I found very reasonable. My suggestion is during this Mayapur Navadvip trip, one can stay at Navadvip, enjoy the historic vibes and can travel to Mayapur and then return back here in Navadvip. Not only good food, historic vibes, but also the rail connectivity is better here in Navadvip. This is the medium category room, which is double bedded. AC is there along with large window. They have also given one almirah. Rooms are very neat and clean. So this is the washroom. I found it is very neat and clean. They have given a basin, one bucket and mug, standard size mirror along with geyser, because you may require the hot water, so geyser is also there. Along with that, they have given a commode, proper stand, everything is there. Inside Navadvip, you will hardly find such well-equipped hotels. I highly recommend Hotel Loknath Tower for your stay. The booking details and number I will share in the description box. The another advantage here is one can order good food from famous restaurant Khana Khajana, which is there in this building only. If you are traveling with car, don't worry, it is having a large parking area as well. The owner, Amit Bhuiya, is very helpful and very gentle person who will make you feel homely here. Coming to food here, I recommend Ramkrishna to have Mishti Doi, which is located just beside Mayapur Ghat. And for authentic Bengali cuisine, you must try in Lokhi Boarding, which is adjacent to the Loknath Tower. For evening snacks, especially Shingara Kochuri, I highly recommend Bimola, which is also within 100 meters from the hotel. এই ছিল আমাদের নবদ্বীপে ঘোরাঘুরি। নেক্সট পার্টে আসছি মায়াপুর নিয়ে। থ্যাংক ইউ।